Virgo, hey, how are you? Thank you for coming to my channel. I'm just coming in, I'm having my coffee, and I'm going to do a reading for you guys for February 2022. You guys are doing alright. If you're new coming out here, I'm so glad you came out, and I hope you come back to see me again. And for you guys who've been here before, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Alright, what are we going to do for Virgo? February 2022. It's going to be general reading. And I want to clarify with another set of cards. We got the Chariot, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles in the past energy. Oh wow. The Ten of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Six of Swords for your present. And for the possible future outcome, we're going to have, let's see, Eight of Swords, the Fool, and, wow, the Seven of Pentacles. Alright guys, let's see what we have here, and then I'll clarify and see if we could tell a really good story for you. Hold on. Alright, looking at it from your past energy with the Chariot, this is first a feeling like you are in like a really good place to maybe begin something that you want to start. Like you're feeling like you have the authority, you have the control. There's no, buddy making you sway off course. And right next to him you have the Nine of Pentacles. And this is like feeling very comfortable in your own skin, knowing that you are able to take care of yourself, take care of other people if you need to. You're like feeling very self-assured and confident. But then right there you have like this Five of Pentacles feeling where you might be feeling a little bit left out, like you possibly didn't make the grade somewhere. And I don't know, can't really tell from the reading, but when we clarify, hopefully I'll be able to get some more information on it. Because in the present energy, you have like the Ten of Pentacles. So this is like, you've been able to build something to even pass on, some kind of legacy. And it doesn't have to be a money legacy. It could be something on family values, or, your, like your morals or your traditions, and you were able to pass something on to your family. It could be money. I mean, it could be something that you have been building up for a very long time. And it's possible, at least from this past to the present, it looks like there was something building in the past energy. Even though at some point you were feeling left out of a situation, you were still able to continue building. Now I have this Devil energy coming up in the middle, and for some reason it feels very significant here that, when the Devil's here, this is a feeling of being trapped in a situation that maybe is not to your best. It can be addictions, it can be like falsehoods, it can be where you are believing in lies that aren't, believing in facts that aren't true, or actually feeling like something that just going on in your head, like you're, listening to a lot of babble, self-talk that is making you feel like you aren't following the right path. Like, so it's almost like, you saying to yourself, you're not good enough, you can't do this, a lot of falsehoods. And because to me, it doesn't feel like you are trapped in a situation that you aren't able to get out of. I mean, whatever it is, you can get out of it. You just haven't really tried hard yet. And I'm thinking you might come into that because right here I have the Six of Swords, and this is like where you're moving away from a situation. Like you're moving into like you're moving out of rocky waters into something smoother and, calmer. And I feel like you may have realized what was going on, and now this could be other people. I mean, this could be a person that's very negative for you, kind of like a toxic person. I don't really think a relationship as far as romantic. It seems more if there is a person involved, so like a platonic thing, a work person, it's not something that you have a lot of emotions tied into. But so I feel like you're moving away from it because maybe you realized it. Like even after, all this good happened here, you still felt like there was something going on. Because in this future, well, it's like your outcome, there's this feeling of being stuck. Like this lady, she's kind of stuck, but this is in your own head. There's like nobody keeping you in this. They're not telling you can't get out of this, you know, this rope, this ties, this blindfold. You just need to do it. And I think that's what you were starting in this present energy. You were starting to get out of it, but you're still feeling a little bit stuck until you come into this full energy, which is like this new path you're going to take, new idea, new, where you feel almost like childlike, like, oh wait, I can do this. I can do this one. I can do this one. Like very naive. You're going to take all the risks that you can, because you are totally convinced that whatever you're going to do is going to be successful. You're not worried. If you're going to run into anything, you are willing to take it as it goes. You're not like concerned about it, because you know if you keep continuing on the path that you're on, you're going to keep doing hard work, and you're going to be able to find something, and it's going to be successful. Now this card is like, okay, you're going to continue the hard work, and it's going to be okay. Or you might even choose to like do something a little bit different, not completely different, but just a little bit different. You see this little guy with his token over here? He's thinking, well, what if I grab that one and if I take it on another way? And I think maybe that might be what the Fool is saying to you. It's like, okay, well, instead of sticking to the same thing, which you did, you succeeded, it was awesome. You needed to move away from it though. So maybe you could take this little pinnacle and build something else. Kind of the same, but not exactly the same. So you might be trying something new coming up. Let's see if we can get any clarifiers. What about the Chariot for Virgo? What can we find out about the Chariot for Virgo? All right, we got the 9 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, and wow, the 10 of Wands. All right. So it looks like at one point when you were feeling very in authority and very in control, you did feel like you were having your wishes fulfilled. You were working really hard, and you knew it was going to work because people were acknowledging you, and you were making a lot of contacts. But you were still having a lot of responsibilities. Like the things that were on you, they could have been, all your burdens, or it could have been somebody else's burdens that you were, sharing. But I feel like you were making a lot of good progress, and you have to take the good with the bad. I mean, it's just kind of, there's a reason why you were able to get those recognitions from other people. Is because you were doing a lot of these responsibilities that maybe somebody else didn't want to do, or they didn't think they could do. Oopsie. This fell out, so we gotta have that one. The Ace of Swords, the Star, and the Ten of Swords. All right, you had this idea, you wanted to grab onto something. When you had that Chariot energy, you said, okay, this is a good time to do that. So you had these 9 of Pentacles, you were feeling good, you were feeling strong, and you got this Ace of Swords that is kind of like it's telling you, okay, you have this thought in your head, you like want to grab a hold of it. And I think you did, and you were so hopeful, and it was going to like, okay, I can do this. And I think that was an ending to your situation there. Like whatever it was on that 9 of Pentacles, you were like, okay, wait, I'm going to skip this, I'm going to move away from it somehow. And it kind of ended your situation. Now, it could also be that somebody might have made you feel a certain kind of way, because you came with the 5 of Pentacles right after that. So maybe something that was going on that you felt left out of it. So you might have been like, okay, well, maybe it wasn't just an ending. So I felt like you might have had to move away a little bit further from that situation to continue being successful. Let's see what about this 5 of Pentacles. Yep, 10 of Pentacles there. And the 2 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Cups. Yeah, okay. That is, all right, so you knew that you were going to be able to get success. You were going to be able to do things. You were going to have to juggle some things because, again, you had all these burdens going on you, but you had the success and you had the burdens, and you probably have, I don't know, maybe you have another job, unless if this was a business, maybe you had another job, or just doing the works of the business and trying to keep things together, your social life, your family life, whatever that you had to go on, you had to juggle it and make it happen. And then you had this Eight of Cups, sorry. And it's like, okay, I know I put a lot of work into this, but I'm really going to have to let something go. I have to let something go if I can keep successful. So I feel like you might have. But then you came into these Ten of Pentacles because you had it from here, so you carried it on. So you didn't have to give up everything. Whatever you built up, whatever you had, you were able to bring with you. So let's see where that led you. All right, we got Ten of Pentacles for Virgo. What do we got? We got the Knight of Wands. Oh, the Queen of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so there it tells me that Knight and that Queen, it's possibly people that you're around. They're closely involved with you. I mean, it could be Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be male or female. But people that you're around, and I think maybe you're building something with them, and you have this Wheel of Fortune energy, so it's like your wheels are turning, and things are moving for the better. You had to have a cycle end, because we're all on cycles. And with this wheel, it's like your decisions make the decision of how the wheel's going to turn. It could be forward or backward, but however your decisions go is how it's going to turn for you. And doesn't have to be like a forever, because there's cycles all the time. And so sometimes it's for a very small amount of time. Other times, it might be a little longer. It just kind of depends on how you ride on that wheel, is how it's going to turn out for you. Let's see what we got for the Devil. What do we have for the Devil for Virgo? It's very interesting. All right, we got the Fool, the Magician. Wow. You guys, dude. And the King of Cups. Looks like, all right, so maybe after this cycle ended, you decided you were going to do something new there. Or maybe you were getting the idea that you were going to be doing something new in the very, I was going to say, very soon past, oh my God, future. The very close future. So I think maybe that's where the idea came, because when you were dealing with this toxic area or whatever was in your mind or person, you decided that this is something else you had to do. Now, I don't know if one of these toxic people, I don't know if one of these people were toxic, or if this was just in your head, but you decided you were going to you were going to use all the resources you had, everything that you've learned, all, the contacts, if you were doing networking or just whatever you were building, you're going to use everything that you have to keep building on something, but you also needed to move away from that situation. So I think that was actually what helped you too, because you were like, okay, I'm gonna move away from this. Now this King of Cups energy, again, it could be you having the characteristics of the King of Cups, where it's like, you're strong, you're emotionally balanced, and you're trying to, do something that you want to do, being very engaged and involved in it, putting a lot of heart and effort and emotions to it. Or again, it could just be somebody else who wants to be with you and help you out, moving away from whatever that negativity was. What is this? Six of Swords for Virgo. Got the Three of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and Justice. All right, well, it looks like, so that the King of Cups, who was here with you, might have been who you were team upping with. I cannot speak, and please ignore that. You were doing teamwork with, and getting out of whatever situation that was, and maybe they wanted to go along with you, so you want to do some collaboration and get some cooperation from them to keep building what you had building before. And I feel like you were working through things that, maybe you were going through contracts or business agreements that were going to cause court papers, or a lot of legal things. So maybe you were actually making something even more like maybe opening up like an LLC or a corporation. Getting involved with them to a point where it's actually for true business that has a lot of paperwork and contracts and things if you're working together. But you did have to stop and pause for a little bit because you have like this hangman energy, and it's almost like, okay, but let's make sure we're looking at it in a different perspective. Whatever it is, we want to make sure that we're not, overdoing something or missing something, not paying attention to all the contracts, and making sure we're signing the right places, that kind of thing. Now you have this Eight of Swords. So in this outcome, it's the Eight of Swords for Virgo. Why is that here? Eight of Swords for Virgo. The Two of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Hermit. All right. So I guess when you were able to get with that, whoever this person was, and you were being able to do collaboration and contracts and all that good stuff with your teamwork, and I feel like that is like a really special bond to you. Doesn't feel like it's a romantic bond. It's literally just like a business partner bond. It's like somebody, you're really close, and you have to trust each other. You have to feel vulnerable to each other. Like you're kind of like open up yourself to be able to be vulnerable and close enough to somebody that you can trust them. And with this Knight of Pentacles, again, this could be you kind of taking a hold of something, and now with that Knight energy, it like I said, it's Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Doesn't have to be a boy or a girl. Oh my God! Please ignore the way I sound. But you're taking that in and knowing it's going to be slow. It's going to be hard work. You have to like work up to your success, which I know that is going to happen again because you did it before. But now you just have a partner to do it. And so you're taking a minute to say, okay, let's just stop. Let me just think for a little bit. You're going within. You're trying to say, okay, is this the best thing for me? I think it is, but you wanted to make sure. You weren't sure. So you're having the idea of, okay, let's continue this new start. Let's consider this how this is. So with the Fool here, you're kind of feeling like, all right, I'm willing to take this leap. I could do this. And you got the Three of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Huh. Now this looks like, to me, you might have wanted to be involved with somebody because there's like a whole lot of emotions coming out to you. It's a whole big cup of emotions, and you have this Three of Cups feeling. You're getting together with your close friends, and you're going to hang, going to do stuff, and you enjoy each other. They enjoy being with you, but there is a heartbreak here. So I'm not sure, but I don't know. But if this was somebody in this relationship, this friend's relationship, that you started getting feelings for, and it wasn't going to work because of whatever new thing that you were starting, that you weren't going to be able to build on the relationship right now. So maybe that was a heartbreak. Maybe they felt heartbroken, or you did. Or did you want, I don't know if this person, male or female, that you were bonding with, did they think maybe that wouldn't be a good idea to be in a relationship like that, a romantic relationship, if you're trying to build something else? So hopefully it's not so much as, this horrible, horrible grief, and you'll be able to get over it because you were still going to be trying to build something. So let's see if we can find out something for the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, makes sense. Strength. Okay, we've got the Four of Swords, Strength, and the Page of Pentacles. All right, so that to me is, all right, first off, after a Three of Swords, that's like the perfect card to come out, because after the Three of Swords, you need like a Four of Swords feeling. You have to like mentally break. You like take a rest, not jump right into something right now. You just like to just build your strength. So you're building your strength, and I think this is going to be like this Page of Pentacles where you are thinking about taking whatever it is that you learned and whatever you were making from this Seven of Pentacles and building on it. It's like almost like you picked up the little pentacle and you're taking it away with you. So I feel like I don't know what went on here, but if this romance didn't work and it was with this person that you were going to try to bond with, and if you decided to pick up your pentacles and go, or if you're like, okay, well, we're gonna keep doing it because we worked at it this hard. Let's just keep going and see what we can make out of this. And I'm not gonna hold this on, like I'm not gonna hold this against you, or they're not gonna hold it. Yeah, they're not gonna hold it against you. However that works. So it just feels like that's what you're gonna do. You're picking up that pentacle and you're gonna do that new start that you were planning somewhere up in here. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I will be coming back somewhere, I guess, right before March. But hopefully you enjoy your February. I'd love to hear from you. If you want to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with somebody. And I will be talking to you in a little while. Thank you very much.